In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate your way around the dashboard for the sales pipeline on the iPad app. Starting with the home screen, if you tap on the dashboard button in the middle of the top row of buttons, you'll be taken to the dashboard. Now you may think, I've got more than 3 leads, and that's because the autoplay dashboard defaults to now, and now is give or take 3 days. 3 days in the past to 3 days in the future. So what you'll see on the dashboard when you first go into it is leads with an action 3 days in the past or 3 days in the future. I'm going to show you how to find all of your leads, so ones that are overdue, stalled, or with an action in the future. Tap on the magnifying glass in that top row. Down the bottom under filter, you'll see date range where it's defaulted to now. Underneath now is future, overdue, stalled, and all. You can itemize a date range as well using that custom filter. By tapping on all, you'll now be greeted by all of your leads, and that includes ones that have a next action more than 3 days in the past and also more than 3 days in the future. So all of your leads are always in the dashboard, it's just using that date range filter to find them. It is the next action or the calendar event that determines where in the dashboard your event lives. So you'll see at the top I have an overdue date, then a today, tomorrow, and upcoming. The order of those customers or leads is determined by the calendar action. So in an ideal world, by the end of today, I will have updated the top 3 and I should only see leads for the future, being tomorrow and upcoming. We realise you have days off or are sick, and that means that sometimes you could get a few that are overdue. But we do recommend keeping it as up to date as you can, because when they become overdue, it's that old scenario, out of sight means out of mind. A few other things about the search functionality. If you want to find leads that are closed, whether they didn't buy a car from you or they're sold, you can find these by using the status filter down the very bottom. You'll see it always defaults to open leads, but by tapping on that, I can find my closed leads or look at all leads. Closed leads will bring up leads that were closed as lost and closed as won. Any closed as lost leads can be brought back as an open lead by simply going into the lead, in the plus symbol in the top right corner, selecting reopen lead. It asks if you'd like to confirm this action, and you can tap yes. And that lead has now gone from closed to open. Also underneath the magnifying glass, you've got lots of other search functionality. You can search for your leads by the type, the yard, the user, the form, or the interest. You can also search for campaign and progress. An easy one is of course the keyword search. You can use the keyword search to search for the customer's name or the make and model of that vehicle. One that sales managers will find particularly useful is the user function. Sales managers will have access to all of the consultants' leads, whereas sales consultants will only see their own. Two other icons that are on the dashboard screen which are of use to you are the listing activity and the customer activity. So listing activity, by tapping on this little car icon in the top row, it brings up your inventory. You can at any time select a vehicle and then see how many days it's been in stock and how many leads you have on that vehicle. What it will bring up down the right hand column is people who have inquired on that particular vehicle. The benefit of this is if the car goes on sale, the manager discounts the sale price by several $1,000s. Who are the first people you'd want to contact about the car? Those that previously went on a test drive, and that is how easy it is to find. You can also use the listing activity button, the vehicle, to search to see who is on a test drive. If you have a test drive banner displaying on a vehicle, go into that vehicle, you'll see it's on a test drive, and down the bottom left it will indicate who is on that current test drive, therefore it can be closed easily. That test drive has now been completed. Another icon that comes in very handy is using the customer activity icon, and that is that little person silhouette in the top row. The benefits of using the customer activity tracker are that you can find your customers either by scrolling. You can use the keyword search to search for your customers. Tap on the customer to view their information. It tells you how many days since you last contacted them, the vehicles they've inquired on, their contact details, and any test drives or appraisals that customer may have been on. So that is how you use the navigation on the dashboard in the autoplay sales pipeline on the iPad.